We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Texans at 4 and 9 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Again, it's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. 1st and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 23. Now Willis on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mills now. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get him at
rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They know where to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A first carry here for Kanane Nwangu. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. And this third down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
A gain there of 21 yards. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Mills. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Running from the gun with Henry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 and third down.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, Willis. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Collins.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off the play fake, Mills. Wide open receiver complete. He's got room past the 30, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Well, good job shifting right, finding his target. Touchdown, Texans! Brevin Jordan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Jose Borregales for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Willis throws another interception. His third of the game. Jalen Petrie picks it up. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down throw for Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
But that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Pierce. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. As one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work overtime on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the end there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Willis now off of play action. He'll mice, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to kick.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the save made by multiple defenders. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mills. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal. Throw it, Mills. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense... And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. First down, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back, game assaulted away. fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on it.
Get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite their lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
Touchdown! Dameon Pierce from 19 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Out to his left. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that would go far incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the move to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Hurry! On the counter, it's Henry. Down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
When you want to talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose running pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Mills again. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Meanwhile, Willis throws on target to Burks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mills back to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Mills looking to throw it. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different.
Yeah.